hype for infants is through the roof, literally, and they could come any day. They could come this week, next week, later this month, next month. We don't know when they're coming. The Sim Gurus are clearly back in the office. We've seen tweets from Sim Guru Ninja. We've seen tweets from Sim Guru Nova. There's some teasing going on. Obviously, no concrete information involved with said teasing, but we know that they are back and we know that they are working on things and most likely preparing for what will be a big year for The Sims 4. But as far as infants, there's a lot of possibility. I've already made a video talking about exactly what could be covered in terms of social skills with infants, but in this video I want to go into more detail as to possible features that we could see with infants if the Sims team decided to really go all out with them and make them the best that they possibly could be. Of course, there are things that are left out of this list, but these are things that both myself and one of my editors slash curators, Cogwheel, would love to see in the upcoming infants update. This one's obvious and it's a given, but we need to see cribs for infants. In the current game, we have toddlers which have toddler beds. They're definitely more on the verge of older toddlers, and with babies, they have bassinets. I think that this is definitely a likely addition that we will see, but also going into more detail on cribs a little later on. Pacifier and thumb sucking, these are crucial for infants. And again, stuff that we do not have in The Sims 4, at least from EA. There are custom content, binkies and pacifiers and all of that stuff that you can get for your toddlers or for your babies, but the infant stage is perfect for this, and I think that this could potentially be something that they do add, but who knows? They might focus their time and resources elsewhere. This one is highly requested, and honestly, in my opinion, non-negotiable. For infants, we need tummy time, and lots of it. This is a stage in their life where they're not yet walking, but they're beginning to learn and understand movement, and there's no better way to segue into that than through tummy time. I'd also love to see crib breakouts. This is something that we had in previous Sims games with the toddlers in The Sims 2, but you have to keep in mind, toddlers in The Sims 2 are not like toddlers in The Sims 4. They're definitely more younger toddlers, whereas in The Sims 4, they're older toddlers. We need crib breakouts. We need mischief. We need bad things that happen. Not everything is going to be happy, sunshine, butterflies, and rainbows. There's going to be darkness with these infants, as this can be a very challenging time. So I really want to see them have the ability to break out of their cribs and kind of move around and crawl around the house, and then you gotta stop whatever you're doing, whether you're sleeping, to go and take care of them. We absolutely need bottles for infants like we have with newborns. In previous Sims games, you could grab a bottle from the fridge to give to them, and there were so many amazing custom content changes for the bottles to change the colors and the shapes and all of that stuff. So not just excited for what the community could create if we were to receive bottles for The Sims 4 for the infants, but also giving us the ability to maybe take them to the fridge as well. Like I said earlier, the infant stage is a crucial time for learning, so I'd love to see singing and playing music to the infant, and also just seeing how they react. We absolutely need baby bouncers or baby rockers. If they're not going to change babies and they're going to keep them as objects, then these are things that we definitely need for the infants. Don't know if they're going to bring them to the toddlers, but I also wouldn't be against it either. Strollers are another huge thing that we absolutely need, and we had these in previous iterations of the game. The Sims 3, one of my fondest memories growing up as a kid, being able to take them out of the house and take them for walks on the stroller around the neighborhood. Give us the option to do that. And who knows, maybe they might introduce a stroller for toddlers as well. Milestone moments would also be so cute. First laugh, first words, being able to actually like acknowledge those things and maybe see like a notification pop up for that. And going back to elaborate more on tummy time, also butt scooting as well. I think it's pretty clear from the little teaser that we got at the end of the Sims Summit stream that stuff like this is most likely going to be in it, as it does show that developmental phase for movement, the one that we get before learning to walk and learning to talk. And I definitely think that on the parent side of things, they should definitely add parental anxiety or some sort of stress that is in relation to, you know, raising a baby or raising an infant, as this can be a very, very stressful time, and not every mother or father is going to have the best time. It's going to definitely affect them in negative ways. So I hope that that could be implemented as well in some sort of way. Baby rockers, baby baths, changing tables, all of these things are so necessary. We had changing tables in The Sims 2, we had changing tables in The Sims 3. Now, keep in mind there are some mods for changing tables in The Sims 4, but it's just that, it's just mods. I'd like to see EA implement these things so that our console friends can also enjoy these new objects and interactions. Currently in The Sims 4, toddlers can use their diaper and things get stinky and nasty, but again, more on the negatives and consequences, I definitely think they should introduce diaper blowouts. Sometimes things get a little messy and there's some cleaning up to do. So again, adding more to the challenge aspect of infants. Food and edibles also come in stages. I really like for them to show how that evolves. Maybe start with the soft food stage and then move into puff snacks. For example, Gerber graduates. And the last thing that I want to mention, teething. There should be a whole thing involving teething. I feel like this definitely does push into the toddler stage, but they could really fully flesh this out with the infants when they come. Let me know down below if there's something that I missed, or if there's other things that you want to see or would rather see. How would you make infants the perfect life stage if the Sims team in fact really worked hard to give us tons of very good details and fully fleshed out systems with our infants? What would you guys want to see? Share your suggestions down below. I love you guys so much. Hopefully we see them soon. Of course, keep it tuned here. If there are any updates, I will be back as soon as possible. Take care and happy simming.